Whose turn is it? Being that Bunny's not here.
Yeah, actually, we have someone to do it for us. Remember?
Oh yeah, we do. Ha ha.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey.
Good.
All
I hope
right.
y'all enjoy it.
I'll cut it in now. Woo!
Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the broadcast, the best now recording knockoff Spurgy winner for 2023, and home of some of the most infamous and beloved women of the commentary community, Miss Eva, Bunny Button, and Xylie Gets Real.
All right.
Okay, well that was weird not having to do the intro because I kind of want to do the intro because I'm so used to saying that stuff before we get started.
I know, it's
Like, hey everybody, welcome. Oh wait, I don't have to do that now.
it kind of starts us off, doesn't it? Like it kind of goes, sets the mood, kind of puts us in the vibe of it, and now it's like, oh, all right, let's go into it. Maybe we need to reconsider.
No, I like it.
No?
Because, well, I mean, wait, I have a question though. Does that make Trippy an honorary broad now?
Trippy's always going to be an honorary broad.
100%. Congratulations, Trippy. You are the first and so far only man to be an honorary broad. Like, as in legit made a recording. I love it.
Wait, no, second. Matt was first.
No, that doesn't. No, he was a special guest.
Doesn't count.
There's
he
a
was
difference
guest.
between a special guest and an honorary broad. Trippy did the intro.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair-
Trippy did
fair
the
call.
intro. Okay,
Fair
so
call.
that makes him an honorary broad in my book.
Done. Sold.
Sold. Absolutely. Okay, so today what we're doing is we are going over two videos. They're very short. One's like 10 minutes long, and the other one is like 5.5 minutes long. And they are from Ruby Frank's sisters.
Right.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me share my screen before you yell at me. By the way,
Thank you.
people, just to let y'all know, Eva yells at me in the background. Okay? She's actually
Yeah.
very fucking mean.
Well, you know, I like things done the way they're supposed to be done, Xylie. If they're not done the way they're supposed to be done, I'll have a little autistic freak out. I'll be like, wait, you're not doing this! Stop! We're gonna do it this way! No,
She's
it's
so
alright.
demanding. She's a slave driver. Everybody thinks I'm the mean one, but it's not me, it's Eva.
yeah, you'll better recognize.
Okay, so the first one we're going to watch is by Bonnie Holeen?
Holian, I don't know. We'll just say Bonnie.
Okay, Bonnie. Okay, make it easier. And it's
Yeah.
I'm not my sister. I'm not my sister's crimes. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, well, as ready as it can be. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I know that
Okay. Did we have to
Wow.
be in a hallway or bathroom or whatever room she's in that's bouncing that sound? I'm sorry. I'm 5 seconds in.
Yeah, I know. 5 seconds in, I'm like, wow, what's that echo? What the hell?
Oh my God.
Oh, and by the way, obviously Bunny isn't here. It's just me and Xylie. We waited for Bunny. Bunny did not come. She must be still asleep. So rest is in sweet dreams there, Bunny. While we do the work, you know, we're holding up the fort. We're doing it on our own.
Okay, to be fair, I got into a little Twitter spat while waiting for Bunny, so it's not like we weren't doing anything.
No,
okay?
yeah. Time wasn't wasted, you know.
Time wasn't
It
wasted.
was used.
I got in a little Twitter spat as we were waiting for Bunny, but you know, I did something with my time.
this feels like a very impossible video to make. I know that my words will be used against me. I also know that my words may help people understand me a little. I can only speak for myself, and I will only be speaking for myself other than
She kind of looks like she's being held at gunpoint.
I know, like held up in a church with the acoustics. I don't know what's going on, but like it's sort of
You're like held up in a church with the acoustics.
yeah, like it sounds pretty.
I mean,
Pretty
true.
hostile.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We're just waiting for the organ to start playing or something.
That's
oh my
right,
god.
yeah.
then the judge has asked us not to speak on certain topics that I will not be touching on.
Okay.
What-
Okay. Wait a minute. So the judge has asked for them not to speak on certain subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So that means she's doing this, like, I guess you would say the legal route through like
Well-
lawyers, or, you know what I'm saying? Like through some kind of legal, hey, this is what I can and can't talk about.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be implicated in a way, like, you know what I mean? And like, you know, things that she obviously knows, you know, you don't want to get out to the public to influence anything or like
Right.
to any of the, you know, I guess it's an open court situation from what I've seen. Like, they've got a hearing coming up on the 18th of December.
Okay.
And they've actually it's been granted that the electronic media coverage is can go ahead. So like they've got the allowance to go through all the hearings, like coverage of the witnesses, coverage of the victims, coverage of the victims' family members. So all of that's going to be televised
Oh.
by a news source. So I think it's like St. George News, which is like a news desk or a reporter. So I'm not quite sure if that's like an actual like oh no, it goes, newspaper, TV, video, and radio station. So all three are able to go in and broadcast this hearing. So yeah,
Oh.
it's going to be massive.
I might
Yeah.
live stream that.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, damn. There we go then.
my family and I have gone through the last couple of weeks is the worst thing that has ever happened to us. It is, I spent the first week in complete shock where I felt my body and my mind and my emotions were completely paralyzed because of the just absolute shock of all of this. The more I learn, my feelings are turning more to anger. I am mad. I am mad.
She is mad. She is very, very mad. I mean, I would be
Extremely
angry.
mad.
I would be mad too, but it's like what you said on the live stream. The signs were already there on the channel.
I know, like, why? I just don't, like, obviously, they're all family, right? And they would have engaged with each other one way or another. And I just don't understand how, like, no one could have seen the things that were happening to those children even before all this connection crap, you know?
Yeah.
And there's, I don't know, like, yeah, as we've all said, as you've said, like, all of the adults in this situation are just wrong. Like, they're
Let
just
the kids down.
not even adults. Yeah, they let everyone
Every
down.
single adult just failed those kids, man. Absolutely.
At what has happened. I am beyond disgusted and I feel like it makes me tremble. It makes me tremble because it is unheard of. It's truly unbelievable. Something that I pride myself on, something that I enjoy doing is being transparent. And I cannot be fully transparent with certain aspects of this. And if you don't understand that, then you don't understand how the system works. The first thing that I want to say is that we have kept quiet for 3 years on the topic of our sister Ruby and Jody and Kevin and connections. That is what we have stayed quiet about. We did not know what they were doing.
But you still had evidence on the channel on how the kids were treated. Did you think it was going to get better? No, it got worse.
I'm not finding it hard to concentrate because of the echo, but she's saying that
They stayed quiet the
Can't-
last 3 years when it
Yeah.
came to Ruby.
connection
The
stuff
connection stuff.
and-
Last 3 years, yeah.
yeah, so that means they did know what was going on and they stayed quiet about it. So that's on them.
Yeah, but she's saying they didn't know.
Yeah. Hi, Bunny.
Hello. I'm here and I'm into a ear.
Well,
I'm sorry.
look who showed up, everyone. Miss Bunny. I would like it stated that I talked shit.
I accept all that shit because I don't know where my head was. I thought we were doing Friday. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I thought it was Friday too until we talked last night, so.
Yeah,
Oh.
look, we were. I made it confusing for everyone because I didn't know what day it was. So
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
remember that now in the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably my fault.
I'm sorry. No, that was my. I should have paid more attention. That was my bad.
You're all good. You're all good. You're here. We're not that far into it. We're only 2 minutes into this video, and basically she just hasn't. She's just said, like, we knew, but we stayed quiet, and I can't talk about stuff because the judge said so, and I'm angry.
Oh.
Basically, is what she said. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a big echo, FYI.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
mine?
sounds like she's
No.
no. In
Oh.
hers, she sounds like she's in a church hall or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you haven't missed much.
Okay.
All right. Eva was slave driving me too, by the way, the whole time.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
well. That makes sense. Yeah, that checks out for Eva.
See? See? Proof. Proof.
People are
Yeah,
gonna
she
believe
plays
this
sweet.
Eva, they're not going to believe it. Don't you worry. You're on a podcast with me. I'm the perpetual bad guy. You're safe. Okay?
now. Right. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Because, like we said, we were cut off. We did not have access to anyone. My thoughts towards Ruby and Jody and Kevin and connections is that it was all bullcrap. It was complete indoctrination of this thing that they created.
A cult. A cult. They were creating a cult. 100%.
I don't agree with how extreme they are on everything. I knew they were weird. I knew that they were off. Those are the things that we kept quiet about, because what was I going to say? What was I going to do? I was not going to come out and publicly say that I don't like my sister and I don't like what she's doing and I think she's weird.
We kept quiet about them cutting us off because we didn't understand why they did it. She just wrote that on the bottom.
Right.
Huh.
Okay.
That is what we kept quiet about. It wasn't until about a year ago when we were able to reconnect with Sherry. Again, we kept that quiet. We never came out and said anything. You guys saw us together, and those were little glimpses when Sherry was ready to allow us to show those glimpses with her permission. And it was then that we were learning slowly bits and pieces of more. And that's where the part of behind the scenes, we did everything that we could. We did everything legally that we could do. And for those that were saying that they'd go in and bust down doors and do whatever it took to end up in jail, because from jail, I can't do anything. So I still stand by what I said.
Okay. Half of me wants to say that she's half right on that. Because if she went to knock, I mean, it would be kidnapping, technically.
Yeah.
Technically, it would be kidnapping. So technically, she is right. From a jail cell, she can't do nothing. But, oh my God, man, I'm sorry. I just can't help it. I just feel like every adult just,
They all failed the kids. The system failed the kids. Everything is just so whack, honestly.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Is that I did everything that I could with the knowledge that I had and within the legal rights to Ruby and Kevin. The one person that could have done something within his legal right was Kevin.
True.
Oh, true.
That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. He could have went in there and got those kids. That is 100% fact.
Yeah, he just removed himself from the whole equation completely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. Yep.
he cut himself off from like not only the Franke like their side of the family, like he cut himself off from his own family, like the people that like he grew up with, and like his parents and his brothers and sisters or whatever. Like he full on just cut himself off with everybody, like isolated himself and was just like, nah, I don't want anything to do with anybody.
Yep.
Like that. Yeah, Father of the Year.
Yeah, Father of the Year. Yeah, asshole.
We had zero contact with him. It was Kevin's job to check in on things, and he did not. So when I say...
Damn, she's using a lot of jump cuts. My God, woman. Mm-hmm. Did you see that? That was like 3 or 4 jump cuts just right there. Oh, I hate jump cuts so much like that.
Kevin and Jody and Connections have been destroying our lives offline for the last 3 years. That is exactly what they've been doing, causing turmoil within our family. We would talk in circles because nothing made sense. Nothing made sense of what they were saying, of what they were doing. And it was off the wall. We couldn't make sense of what they were doing and why. And this is where my anger comes in. Their actions have cast the worst light on me. On other...
Wait a minute. No. We got to go back because that didn't sound right. That didn't. Yeah. No. Hold on.
And it was off the wall. We couldn't make sense of what they were doing and why.
Okay.
And this is where my anger comes in. Their actions have cast the worst light on me.
What?
Wow.
That's where your anger comes in?
Yeah.
Girl.
Wow.
Girl.
She said, fuck them kids.
She literally said that. What?
Yeah.
Your anger should come in because of how those kids were treated.
Yeah, they're just as weird.
That's so selfish. What the fuck? Okay. All right.
Oh.
All right.
You about to go through the PC at her.
I am so... I don't understand.
I don't either. That's horrible. I can't believe she said that. All right, let's keep going. She might have changed it up. We don't know.
Okay.
Let's go. We got this.
On other members of our family. And I have decided that I am no longer allowing them to have any control over what I do. I didn't post because I physically couldn't. I physically could not turn my camera on. I physically could not come up with a structured thought in my mind. I felt completely out of my mind. This has hurt every single person in our family. And watching it hurt my husband makes me mad. I have stood by Joel's side, building our home, and it sounds incredibly selfish to, given all the facts, be thinking of our house. But also, I have watched him put his heart and soul and every waking minute for the last couple of years on this project, and I will not allow Ribby and Kevin and Jody and Connections to take away one more thing.
When was this made? When was this? This was made afterward. Ma'am, your first thought isn't the... Oh, okay, listen. Now, I understand this has affected them also, okay? Yeah. I get that. I'm not saying it hasn't, all right? But the first anger you should be feeling is towards those kids. The kids should be the forefront of your anger because those kids... Oh, my God. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's honestly just where the focus should be. She does seem to be talking an awful lot about the adults that were, harmed in this situation over the kids. Like, focus on that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
She does sound like she's spiraling a little bit when she's like talking there, because she's like gotten so self-involved with like the situation as well. Like I know that she done everything I don't know that she says that she did everything like legally available to her to be able to do, but what her putting her frustrations on the situation because she couldn't put a camera to her face and say anything, that's not exactly how it works. Like, you don't need to put a camera to your face and say something. Like, you can literally talk to that family. You can literally say, look, this is what's going on, and try and understand it better, and then try and, from there, try and fix things from the inside out. Like,
Yeah.
there was like, it seems like there was no communication like whatsoever between anyone in that family. And I know that, like, having someone on the inside like that into a cult-like situation, they would, like, sometimes there's just no talking to them, and so, like, I feel like that's probably where she is as well in that. I don't know. I'm trying to understand where her frustrations and stuff are, but, like, to me, it just feels like it's really selfish right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, we take our kids to school, and we come and we work on the house, and in the meantime and in between, we do everything that we can to be involved, but there is only so much that we're allowed to do. So you better believe that for my husband, we will push forward. We will move on. Not because it feels good in any way. It feels horrible. It feels horrible coming into the house and working on things and even thinking of anything else, all while every news outlet, every national news outlet, people coming out of the woodworks making claims that are just so beyond ridiculous that there is no comment. It is so stupid that there is no comment.
I don't have a problem with her addressing what people are saying. I don't have a problem with that. But I still have a problem saying this is what I'm mad about.
Yeah, she didn't think about her wording at all.
No, she didn't. She didn't at all. You're right.
3 years ago, Ruby and Kevin cut our family off, and eventually they cut Kevin's family off as well. And I thought that was going to end my mom. She literally had a heart attack. She went into kidney failure. Her body was shutting down because it broke her. So you can only imagine what she is going through now, how we are all feeling now. And I'll only speak for myself, but Ruby and Kevin are not where my concern lies anymore. So it is difficult to have the blame put on us when these are not the actions of us. These are not the actions that we did. And I get people wanting to put blame somewhere. I do. They want to blame someone. There's only one person that could have helped, and he didn't. What he was doing...
Well, I agree with that statement. I do agree with that statement. The father could have ended this a long time ago. But then again, in those videos, he was part of it. He was part of the beginning of it.
Yeah, he knew that if he tried to take her down, he's going to go down too. So he just backed away and hoped nothing would happen.
Well, that's the thing. He had ties with connections as well.
Yep.
Like, he was involved with everything. So, like, whatever he did, like, couldn't, like, it's not going to come out clean on his end, Like, I wouldn't want the kids around him either.
Nope.
Like, only in supervised contact or something like that.
No,
but,
I don't want. I'm in a perfect world for me. He wouldn't have any contact with those kids ever again because he failed them. He absolutely failed them.
Oh yeah,
and the worst possible way.
Abandoned them.
Yeah, he abandoned them. He literally abandoned them. So I don't feel for him whatsoever.
No.
All that time when him and Ruby were separated is beyond me. I will not let Ruby and Kevin and Connections and Jody take one more thing away from me. So you better believe I will continue to post, because if that is what tiny control I have left, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take control and do what I feel. It doesn't feel good to not know what's ahead. That is not a comforting feeling. I'm not even trying to find comfort at this point. I am focused on putting one foot in front of the other, 1 hour at a time, not even a day at a time, 1 hour at a time. I am focusing on what I can control, which is the environment that I have for my children. And that is the only thing that gets me up and out of bed every day, is my 4 children. So I will continue doing what I have always done, which is putting my kids and Joel first and helping in any way that I possibly can outside of that. I am not my sister. I am not my sister's mistakes.
That end was very dramatic.
Yes.
Well,
So,
go ahead.
well, I was going to say, this was posted 3 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, like, in that 3 months, like, she had privated it and taken it down and then put it back up again. So, there could be, I don't know what the situation is for that, but like, yeah, I've seen a lot of comments, like not on the actual video, but like in like the Reddit on the snark and stuff like that, saying it had disappeared. So I don't know whether she got backlash and stuff like that personally for it, but yeah, it appeared again. So
Oh, well,
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, obviously, the person with the most influence that could have intervened in the whole situation is Kevin.
Yes.
Like, you know, he was the
Yeah.
father and stuff like that. But like, you know, the extended family, like the aunts and the cousins and all that stuff. Like, did they like do like, you know, like more than like an honorary citizen would, like, you know, file reports on
It sounds like that's
suspected
exactly
child
what they
abuse
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like that's exactly what they did. She said they did everything they could legally. So that's calling CPS or whatever it's called out there. That's calling the police and stuff like that. That's not banging on the door going, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. So at this stage, it's more of like who would gain custody of the kids. The mom and Kevin, like Ruby and Kevin, are out of the picture now. So like,
I hope to God they don't give those kids to Kevin. Oh my God, I hope they don't do it.
yeah,
I hope they
really
don't do it
hope
because he completely abandoned them. I mean, even if, okay, listen, I say he abandoned them, even if there wasn't any kind of abuse. Just say it was a normal family, okay? He still abandoned his kids.
Yeah, he didn't even know where the hell they were.
He didn't know where they were. He didn't visit them. He didn't do anything. Anything.
Yeah, and he knew what was going on the inside. Like, he knew, even before Connections, he knew how situations were playing out because he was a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And even after Connections with, like, Jodie and all that sort of stuff, like, he knew how things were going. He knew how things were going on, and he just cut himself off from that. He didn't do anything about it, and that's why I feel like that he should not have anything to do with these kids after the fact, because he didn't try to help them when he could.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. He did not. You are 100% correct on that. All right. So this is the other sister's video, Julie. My side of the story concerning my sister Ruby Frank. So this one's only 5.5 minutes. Not long. I have it at 1.25. And she has a bed in here, so hopefully there will be no echo.
Yeah.
Today about my sister Ruby Franke, who was...
Oh my God, and her oh, okay, wait a minute. You know, can y'all have hundreds of, you have 200,000 subscribers. The other one has over 1 million. I mean,
What?
yeah, the other video, she has 1.25 mil.
Oh, dang.
Jesus.
You didn't know that? Look.
No.
No.
Oh,
I had
excuse
no
me.
idea.
I'm sorry. I
Oh,
underestimated.
wow.
She has 1.4 million subscribers.
Ah.
The other one. This one has 229K subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, now I understand the whole, like, I couldn't post and I couldn't do, like, all right. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was thinking, like, even with that being said, it's like it was still incredibly selfish, that start of it.
I mean, look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She could have, I understand her. Okay. I understand. In the first video, I understand her going through all that and talking about all that. However, when she made the statement, this is what I'm mad about, or however she put it, the first thing that came out of her mouth should have been that abuse.
Yeah.
And not her channel, and not what people
that
are
was-
saying about her.
That ended up being like a not even secondary, like tertiary sort of thing that she was talking about, because she was just like, you know, my family, my husband, my house, my channel, and then she was like, you know, outside of all, like, you know, the terrible stuff that's happened with the family and the kids. And sort of like that was like a sort of like a spark note at the end. It's like, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and also that thing that happened.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, granted, she's not allowed to talk about certain things because the judge said so. But there had to have been a way that you could have used words to say, the first thing I'm upset about is how my nieces and nephews were treated, or something. Okay,
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
effect, to let everyone know that's what I'm firstly mad about. And then, being that I can't talk much about that because the judge told me not to, let me tell you what else I'm upset about, and then she could have gotten to the rest. Because I understand her being upset about the rest. I get it. I do get it. Because she is Ruby Frank's sister, they are putting a bunch of shit on her and her sister. All right?
Yeah.
I get that. Guilt by association. We deal with it all the time. All right? But that line that she said, that's probably why she hid the damn video and then brought it back out. That's
Yeah.
probably why, because people probably got upset with her saying that.
Yeah, that's really my main problem with that whole thing is her
Yeah.
just talking about content and how she could have scheduled a video for that day and how it didn't get posted
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, you know, if this was a video or whatever about like, you know, I'm gonna need a break so we can help the kids, we need to process what's going on and blah blah blah, that would have been like, you know, a viable option for that.
Yes.
Like that would have been like, yeah, sure, we understand. But like that was more like I've addressed the situation and now I can move on to the usual content.
Right.
I feel, yeah, that's just a little bit gross.
All right, well, let's see what the other sister says.
All right.
My side of the story concerning my sister Ruby Frank.
I'm speaking today about my sister Ruby Franke, who was arrested a few weeks ago for child abuse. By now, you probably know that. You also probably have...
Okay, she talks fast. Oh my God, let's put her on normal. Woo.
And she actually says child abuse.
Yep,
like in the
she
first
sure
5 seconds.
does.
Yeah.
Funny how she was able to say it. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other one could have said, well, the first thing I'm angry about is the child abuse.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then went into her stuff because she already stated that she couldn't say much about it because the judge told her not to. Okay? So that's all she had to say. And then and then this is what else I'm upset about. And then went into the stuff that she could talk about, and that's got to do with her channel. That's got to do with how people are putting stuff on her. You know what I'm saying? But she could have. See, I said it. I said you could use your words and get that across first.
Yep.
Just saying.
seen my sister Bonnie's video. I was about to post a video yesterday or today and just couldn't bring myself to do it. I've been trying to gather my thoughts for several weeks, and I don't think I'm ever going to have my thoughts completely put together here because it's involved so many people. There's so many little details. I am not going to be a news update. I will not update you on news. I will not give all of the little nitty-gritty details. I know I don't need to sit here and defend myself. I know I don't need to go into the history of what has happened. So we'll see where this goes and how much I get into, but...
Okay, so the last one had the echo, and this one has the background going in and out of focus. And it's
I
driving
know.
me insane.
It looks like there's a mini earthquake happening in the background. I
Oh
couldn't
my
get
God. Listen, all right? For this podcast, we have ADHD like a mofo. And you
Yeah.
people keep making videos that makes us lose focus, okay? I need y'all to stop. I'm just saying. Oh my God, bro. All right. Jesus. Just concentrate on the face. Concentrate on the face.
Straight. Yep.
The
Leave them
past
big
few
eyebrows.
weeks have been extremely hard. Not only did all that happen with Ruby, but I had just moved to a new state, and Landon had to go back to Utah to finish up his dissertation for his degree, and so I've been settling into a new home with the kids without his help, and all of this fell down. So I literally have not had the physical or emotional capacity to address anyone, nor do I need to address anyone, but here we are. 3 years ago, Ruby, everything was great. It seemed to be fine anyway. We were a typical family. She was getting some therapy counseling because their family needed it, which I think is great. However, I think you need to get it from a great source. Read the reviews.
True.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jody Hildebrandt and her website or therapy style, I don't know what you want to call it, connections, was not a great resource. And we all saw it. We all felt weird about this Jody lady. We weren't comfortable with it. We didn't like it. We didn't like the teachings Ruby was bringing to the family functions, and we were this close to telling her, if you come to our family events anymore, we do not want to hear what you were learning through connections because we don't like it.
I mean, period. I would have told her the same thing.
Yeah.
I would have told her the same thing. Hey, don't bring that shit here. I don't want to hear it.
We never did say that to her, but we thought it. Anyway, so 3 years ago, Ruby and I hung out bottling tomatoes, and then a few weeks later, crap hit the fan and she left the family. And she didn't even call me to say, hey, you know, Julie, you're doing this and this, and I don't like it. You're living your life in distortion, so I'm gonna have to take some time away from you. No, literally nothing. She did call my mom and yelled at my mom on the phone for 45 minutes. And
Oh.
Oh, jeez. No wonder her mum had such a hard time, like with the
I was just thinking the same
failure
thing.
and heart attack or whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. That's probably what did it. Oh, man.
and accused her of things that were not true. It was almost as if Ruby had been making up memories from her childhood. She was trying to grab at anything she could, and she would exaggerate on everything. So she started all of her lies back then, lying to everyone in her life, getting rid of all of her friends and family, and
Because it was a cult. That's what cults do.
Yep.
I literally had no contact with her. She wouldn't respond to any texts or emails over the time that I tried reaching out to her. Never got a response from her. So I was very fortunate to have been able to reach out to her daughter Sherry once she was an adult, and we were able to form a really close, strong relationship, which I am grateful for.
Okay, that I'm happy for. I'm happy the fact that Sherry, when she was able to get out, she was able to reconnect with her family.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you still need some kind of family. Whether it's chosen family or blood family, you need some kind of family. Because I believe you choose your family. Just because somebody's
Yeah.
blood, it doesn't mean they're family.
Yeah, blood
Yeah.
don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've got something to say about like that whole, you know, trying to make up stuff that happened in the past and exaggerate on things. Like I've had personal experiences with this with my own sibling. I think it's a part of like this narcissistic sort of victim complex sort of thing that they have going. So they just don't like the way that their own life has ended up, and they need someone else to blame. So they end up like getting bits and pieces from their own life and then like literally fabricating it into a way that makes them into a victim, and then makes it so
That
that
explains why they,
makes it feel like that they're in a better situation and they can move forward themselves. So like that's exactly like how like one of my siblings did. Like they literally cut off the entire family. They were saying that my mother was toxic and did all these terrible things, and it's like, did we grow up with the same mum? Like we don't like
Right.
So like I can fully understand like where like how she feels in that situation, because like that is like personal to me. Like it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, and knowing that like, you know, that they're full on just made up this whole fabricated thing and they just cut everybody off. So it's just, I think it's just their way to cope. Their way to cope in a way of like how badly that they've turned their life into, and have to blame somebody else to be able to move forward.
Right.
So it's just horrible.
Yeah.
And it was then that I learned more about Ruby, and it was then that Sherry had learned about lies that had been told to her. I feel like me and my other sisters have said, we feel like we've just been kind of floating on a cloud here these past few weeks. We are in complete shock still as to what she had done, because we had no idea of what was happening. Basically, I'm here to say that I had no idea what was happening. Like Bonnie mentioned in her video, we are not going to let Ruby destroy another thing in our lives. We have our platforms where we try and bring brightness and positivity into other people's lives, and that.
Okay, now she's going into the platform thing. Okay. It makes more sense to me, her doing it in the way she did it, because she addressed the child abuse right off jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thought a little bit more about how she was going to say all this than the other.
Yes. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it right there.
That is why we didn't talk about Ruby in our content for the past 3 years. Yeah, we try and show the highs and lows of everyday family and parenting, but Ruby's topic was not supposed to be part of that content, and it was none of your business. It was nothing that we needed to talk about, and I wasn't sure if her kids were maybe still watching these videos, and I didn't want to be not tactful and slander their mom and then have them watch those videos. That didn't sound like a nice thing to do either. And so that is another reason why we didn't talk about the subject of Ruby for the past few years on my channel. However, as far as my platforms go, I do want to continue them, but the content will probably look a little bit different. I have some pre-recorded videos before all of this fell apart that I will be posting, and then after those videos, I will probably just shift my content a little bit, and it'll be a little different, but I will still be here posting probably once a week instead of twice a week like I had been. And I hope you guys stick around. Those followers who have been following me for years saw...
Okay, I think that we've seen enough of that.
Yeah, is that just about her little channel and stuff like that now? Yeah.
Okay, so the way she just... Okay, so hers was so much better, and it was half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, she addressed everything needed to be addressed, and she didn't get like all emotional about like her own stuff. Yeah, I know it's an emotional situation, but like, I don't know, Bonnie's just seemed really disingenuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, she could have... I mean, her wording was not good. I would have respected more if she would have just read something out. Even if she had read something out that she wrote out, and even told people, hey, listen, I'm reading this because I wrote out everything, and I want to make sure to say exactly how I want to say it, and then just read it. I respect that more. Even though people have a problem with people reading things, at least they took the time to think what they were going to say. I'd rather you take the time, think what you're going to say, write it down, and read it, than just going off like the other one did, because that was not a good look at all.
Yeah. I think that she was like the first one to kind of do it as well. She just kind of jumped in at random spots, and I don't know, like the second sister Julie obviously had a little bit more time to think about it, because I know that like when Bonnie did post her YouTube, that Julie went onto her Instagram and tagged Bonnie and was like, you know, Bonnie put out a short video clip today. My two sisters and I are all on the same page, and everything I would have said, she said. Then she linked like the video, and then obviously like a couple of days later, she's put out her own.
Yeah.
Because I think that obviously there was a little bit of backlash there. She wanted to like sort of, you know, address things the way it should have been addressed to begin with. But
yeah,
I know.
It felt
like,
dismissive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just feel sorry for the kids, man. It really seems like every adult freaking failed them. And I mean, granted, the older, I don't know if it's the older sister or not. The first sister that we watched, I mean, granted, she does have a point. What was she supposed to do? Go knock down the door? What is she going to be able to do from jail? And that she does have a point in that.
Yeah.
Because it would have been kidnapping or attempted kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, everybody failed them. The system failed those kids. Everybody, especially the father. The father is number one failure to those kids.
Yeah.
So, besides the mother and Jody.
Yeah. Apparently, like, Kevin was trying to sue Shari or something like that. Like, she was trying to have Shari charged with burglary. And with like Pam's involvement, trying to hide the two kids from law enforcement, like so they like, because like Shari has like, you know, some documentation and some evidence of like his journals and stuff like that he had during that time and stuff like that. So so I think that Shari is really like looking to go out to make sure that justice is served in that situation, because she's still like trying to put together all that evidence. Like she had that shout out a little while back about, you know, if you've got any information about like, you know, more about the connection stuff, if you've got information about our family and stuff like that I'm not aware of, if you've got like clips or videos or stuff like that we could put together. Like she's really going all out trying to get as much information as possible to go against their father as well. So like, yeah, she's like the only adult in the situation at this point, like the oldest daughter.
Yeah. Bless her heart.
Sad.
And she had to go through it too, you know?
She went through it.
Yeah.
I just wonder what happened to the oldest brother. Like he's just completely like,
I don't know. That's a good question. Gone. He probably dipped out and said, screw it all. You know?
Yeah.
And you can't blame him for that.
What's his
I
name?
didn't even know there was an older brother.
Yeah, Chad, the one that like she sent away to like the that camp
Oh,
out in the middle of
yeah.
nowhere. Yeah, the one that she took the bed away from 7 months
Yeah, I
after he
don't think
got
I
back.
realized he was old enough to like be on his own now. Huh.
Yeah, yeah. Like he
Yeah, I
went to
bet he
college
sure
and
did get
everything.
as far away as he could.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. Well, that was the 2 videos of the sisters, Bonnie and Julie. And which episode is this? Which episode? 40?
40.
We didn't have to do the intro, so I forgot. So thank you for watching the 40th episode of the broadcast. And by the way, I'm sorry you had to hear the clickety clickety in the background. My husband was doing a trial on ESO, so the clickety clickies is Mr. Xylie in the background.
Nice. How did it go?
I don't know because I've been busy trying to record. So, but yeah. So apparently the court case is coming up on the 18th. You said, Eva?
Yeah, the 18th of December is when that court trial is going to like the literal courts. So yeah, it will be, as I said, like there will be electronic media coverage of the court proceedings, which means like, the victims, the witnesses, and victims of family members as well. So
Oh man.
yeah, that's all going to be out there, and that's just been granted. So
Well, we might
That's
be
gonna be
doing that.
wild.
We might do that on my channel, or hell, I might even do it on this channel. Shoot,
yeah,
we've been
Yeah.
covering it.
definitely following it. That's
I
for
mean,
sure.
even if I gotta sit up here by myself and you two are sleeping and I'll drag Bunny in or something, we could
Yeah.
we could literally live stream it from here. Just saying, from this
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
So this channel or my channel, we haven't decided yet because I didn't even know it was going to be televised. So now that I know, we'll figure it out. Don't you worry. Anyway, thank you for watching this 40th episode. We got 10 till 50. Can you believe it?
Oh
Nice.
hell yeah.
We are 10 away from
Nice.
50. I am so excited. All right, guys, and have a great day, and thank you for watching. And Eva and Bunny, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Help people understand me a little.
Sally, where'd you go?
I'm right here. What?
Like you left the broadcast and then came back, and now the stream's closed.
I was wondering. I was like, did somebody join because I heard it?
Nah, you disconnected.
Oh my God.
We're having a great time starting this off, aren't we?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be like an end part or something. Xylie, where'd you go? And by the way, it hit it. You heard the bloop, bloop. You heard all that. So, oh my God, you're going to have fun with the edit.
Excellent.
All right, let's try this again. Take 2.
Possible.
Wait, am I sharing it?
Yes.
Okay. Take 4,000.